Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Rebecca Varney and I am just coming on to talk about my most recent experience with another miscarriage. Obviously you probably saw the title of this video and you know what is coming. I literally in a million years didn't think I'd be making this video. I mean, you know, since I had a first healthy pregnancy, like my first one, there was no problems, like there was no issues, and having then a miscarriage, like, you know, 2.5 years later, it was just weird. And it was an early miscarriage. That was just like big enough for me, you know, like that was a lot. And then 4 months later, not even 4 months later, having another one, but this time it was like a chemical, because I didn't even miss my period. Like the lines just never really got darker. So I'm the kind of person that's like a chronic tester, and I just keep testing because I've learned that HCG, you know, can like get darker if you keep testing, or it may not get darker, and that could potentially mean something is wrong, maybe not. I'm in this mom's group on Facebook, and they were saying, oh, like my lines never got darker and my boobs stopped hurting and just all these things. But deep down I knew that I'm pretty predictable, like my body's pretty predictable. And so I don't know, there's not much to say, like there's not much to really report. It's just like this time it was just a little different, because I mean, it was like I didn't even miss my period. So it's like it wasn't, I don't want to say it wasn't real, because when I had the miscarriage, it was very real. That part was very real, but just like my period was lighter than, like, I know this is so TMI, but my period was lighter than my normal periods. Like I bled for less days. So I just thought that was really weird and kind of interesting. But I'm not like as emotional about this one, even though it is my second loss. Like I know that sounds crazy, but in a way I was just like, I literally mentally prepare myself. I'm a 41-year-old woman. I know that there's risks, but I got married way later in life, and I quite honestly never thought I was going to get married or have kids, because I thought God pulled my card, you know, like I was dating and like I had a lot of issues in my own relationships, like mental, what do you call it? Just insecurities and things like that, that really affected my relationships. And not only that, like I was just choosing partners that, not all the time, but some partners that just they weren't good for me, you know. And I went through a lot of different seasons where it just wasn't lining up. Right. And then I met my husband. That even went crazy for a while. There was a lot of ups and downs, but then ultimately, like, God's plan stepped in and we got pregnant. And you know, he was talking about moving out to Utah, and we had all these big decisions to make. And then God just came to me one day, like while I was in the shower, and he spoke to me and he's like, you're pregnant. Like, this is your life. Like, this is going to be your husband. You're going to marry him. Like, this is what I have for you. You know, you need to like stop being emotional and like crazy. Like, stop trying to like push out like what I have for you, like, and all the blessings to come. And I'm not the kind of person that would have ever wanted to leave my family, you know, and I did. And I moved out here to Utah, and we've been here for 3 years. And I can honestly tell you it's been hard without my family, especially going through all these things. But it's been a growing experience for me, like times a million. And I truly feel like I've changed and I've become a different person, because I've been forced to kind of like grow and spiritually grow and just kind of mature. Like, I mean, I guess naturally you do that anyways as you age. You kind of cut the bull crap out of your life and you just look at what's great and look at the good stuff. And my husband and my son are my biggest blessings in my life, like as far as like obviously my family and stuff like that. But going through this without my family near is very hard. And just going through this without many friends either. Like, I don't really have this like strong community of women out here in Utah. I feel like since I was born and bred in California, I have a lot more friends out there and a support system, out here it's much harder. But I know that it's up to me really to like get involved, and like we've been actively looking for churches and things like that. So we're definitely looking for something like that so I can join a community of women and like get into a Bible study. But like I said, like there's not a whole lot to say. Like I don't understand why I'm having these miscarriages. I feel like I'm doing everything I possibly can to like help my eggs, you know, like the health of my eggs, and like I work out, I do Pilates, I walk, I eat all organic food, like, you know, 99.9% organic food, and I really don't understand like why this is happening. So there obviously is something going on. Like I took a home fertility test from Modern Fertility. It was like a $200 test, and I got that when I did the blood draw and all that stuff, and I sent it back, and they told me that everything is normal except my like breastfeeding hormone, like, which that was low when I was with Payson, like breastfeeding him. But besides that, like there's no other reason why I feel like I should be having this that I know of. So we made an appointment to go see a fertility specialist, and I don't know what they're going to tell me. Like, I'm pretty sure they're just going to do some testing, like blood testing and stuff like that, like extensive things. And we found some place that is covered by insurance and stuff, so we can look into all that. But it's just this, like, I mean, I'm already battling with like gut health stuff, and that's what I want to talk to you guys after that, because it kind of coincides. Like, I truly feel like this is affecting, this is my personal opinion, I think that's affecting my ability to conceive like healthfully, you know. I can conceive, but healthfully, you know, because I don't know if I had all this gut issues like with Payson. So it's definitely making me think like, oh, maybe it is this, you know. So but yeah, like besides the gut stuff, I really don't know what else would be causing it. So the testing is really going to help with all that, I think. And I don't want you guys to think that I haven't been like sad or emotional. It's just there's something different about a chemical pregnancy, like when you don't miss your period. Like I didn't have time to like get excited. I didn't have time to like think about much. Like I did the whole like switching over my period apps to like pregnancy, like to, you know, conceiving app and stuff. And then I had to go put them back to period, you know, period tracking. And that just was stupid to me. Like, I shouldn't do that soon. I should know better. But I just really didn't think that this would happen. Like I didn't think it would happen. So I don't know if I think I did tell you guys in my last video, but I did join a company called OLIVEDA. And what I'm very excited about with this company is that I'm taking these things called internals, and I really think that this is going to help with my gut problems, because it already is. Like, it's already helping my symptoms. I've already lost weight just from taking it, because it's supposed to help with inflammation, and it's really helping that. And I am just very, very passionate about it already, and I'm sharing it with so many people, because if it's helping me, I know it can help so many people. And I'm really looking forward to sharing, like, you know, future results with you guys about this, if it does help me with like having a healthy pregnancy, getting rid of my H. pylori, like all these things. And if you don't know what H. pylori is, or Lori, I never know how to say it. Basically, it's just this like really bad gut bacteria that affects your stomach lining, and it can like dig itself into your stomach lining, and it can create all kinds of issues. And basically it can give you like SIBO, and it can affect, you know, like your yeast, you know, like your candida and all that stuff. It can really, really just get in there and do bad things. So when I started taking these internals, I started noticing heavy detox symptoms. I felt like I was like, I should have been bedridden for 3 days. I'm not even kidding, because I had such migraines. I had really bad nausea, and I thought it was just like me coming out of the miscarriage, but honestly it wasn't. It was just like, because I never had those symptoms in my last miscarriage, and that was further along. Excuse me. So this one was really unique, and because I couldn't tell like if it was one or the other, but I absolutely know now that it wasn't my miscarriage. Like, it was me detoxing. And the reason why I can say that is because I would literally turn around to get something and my brain was so foggy while I was detoxing that I forgot what I was getting. Like, I would just turn around and I'd be like, okay, like, why did I turn around? Like, I was just going to grab a fork or something. So I had like really cloudy, like a cloudy brain, and that's actually really normal for like when you're detoxing. But this stuff is also like an antifungal drink. It's a antimicrobial, it's an anti-parasitic. It helps with heavy metal chelating. So it's pretty righteous stuff. And the reason why it works so well is because it has the hydroxytyrosol in it and the elixirs that comes from the olive leaf, which is extracted from the olive tree in Spain. These are very protected trees from Spain. They've been there for over 100 years, protected by the government, and they are now in the States. Like, they've been around for 20 years, this company called OLIVEDA, and now they are in the States. And they are blowing up, and they're out of stock all the time of things because they didn't expect so much growth. They're selling out for a good reason. I mean, it's crazy. Like, I know I sound like an infomercial right now, but I truly believe that this stuff is going to help, and I truly believe that God gave us these olive trees. The company may own the olive trees, but God created the olive trees, and He created the stuff that's in the leaves. And you'll find hydroxytyrosol in all kinds of olive oils, you know, like that's why olive oil has a lot of healing properties in it. People use it for sunburns and all kinds of stuff, like you can ingest it. But this is like one of the purest ones. It's all very protected from herbicides, pesticides, like all kinds of stuff. So it's a good one. But anyway, I just wanted to share, when I record this stuff, you guys, I'm sharing my life journey. You know, this is just another step in my life, like what's happening. And I'm sharing it too because it's really for my memoir, you know, to share like what's going on. And it's like a little video journal of like what's going on. So I know you didn't click here to hear about OLIVEDA, but I'm just sharing. It ties into all of this. Like, it ties into my gut health. And if it is something that you feel like you're struggling with, I can link my website below, and I can link the products that I really believe can help you too with your gut and inflammation. It attacks cancer cells. It goes after anything that's trying to attack your immune system. So if you have even thyroid issues, Hashimoto's, like, this is why I share this, because it's just beautiful stuff. So that's it. Thank you guys for listening, and I hope to report better news the next time I film. And if I learn more about my fertility and I decide to share, I will. If I don't want to share, I won't. But I do plan on like sharing a little bit so I can help whoever out there that's, you know, maybe struggling with fertility stuff. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for listening. And if you haven't already, give this video a big thumbs up, and please subscribe for my future content. And I hope to see you on the next video. Bye.